While we are counting down to the 4th of July, and in our series, which you'll only see here on CBS 47, we're highlighting those who are first to respond. Maybe that's police, firefighters, or even first responders who don't wear a badge. And they all share the same passion for helping those in the community. And today we're highlighting the importance of celebrating safely this 4th of July in many ways. And joining us now is Fresno Police Lieutenant Robert Beckwith. And Lieutenant, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
And first off, we worry about maybe fireworks on the 4th, catching fire, but there's also the danger of calls of gunfire. How many of those do we usually get on the holiday?
Well, you're right. Celebratory gunfire is always a concern. It's a public safety concern. So although I can't give you an exact number, I can tell you that we will receive a significant amount of shots fired calls into our dispatch center. And when you couple that with the illegal fireworks calls, the warm weather, potential alcohol-related disturbances, it has the potential to be a very busy weekend for the Fresno Police Department and all of our first responders here in the city.
And we'll talk more about DUI in just a second, but besides the obvious, why is shooting a gun up into the air so dangerous?
Well, I think people should remember that when you point a gun in the air and you discharge a round, you don't have any control over where that's going to go. And the only thing that we know for sure is it will come down, and it'll come down with enough force, enough speed to seriously injure or even kill somebody.
Which is not what you want, and especially not the way you want to spend your holiday in a situation like that. Is it illegal to shoot up into the air?
Absolutely. It is a crime. It's negligently discharging a firearm. And it's important for people to remember that, if you're caught, not only can you be arrested, that can be charged as a felony.
And also, you mentioned it, let's talk about road safety. A lot of people travel, they go to the foothills, maybe up to the mountains, and we do see crashes and accidents every 4th of July, and especially drinking and driving. Your reminder to anyone who's attending a 4th of July gathering, your strong reminder from law enforcement.
Well, again, here at the Fresno Police Department, we're committed, not only to ensuring that people don't become victims of crime, but also that they're not injured in traffic collisions. And we know that alcohol plays a factor in that. We know that during celebrations, people are going to consume alcohol. So I think it's important that they remember that even in moderate amounts, alcohol slows your perception and reaction time. It impairs you, and it puts others it jeopardizes their safety on our roadways. So I would just remind people that if you're going to celebrate, plan ahead, use alternate ways to travel, find designated drivers. There's companies out there that will give you rides. So just plan ahead and make good decisions.
All right, that's excellent advice. And Lieutenant Robert Beckwith, thank you so much for joining us on Eyewitness News.